Welcome to the GFG Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield. I'm the GFG Guy, and in today's episode, you're going to learn everything you need to know about how to stay fit while partying. So in last week's episode, I told you how to stay fit and healthy while parenting. But let's face it, you might not be interested in being a parent, or perhaps you're actually more interested in partying. Or perhaps you occasionally need a break from being a parent, or a student, or a CEO, or an athlete to throw down the occasional bout of hedonism. Work hard, play hard, right? Well, the problem is that partying, especially when alcohol is involved, is pretty hard on your body. For example, alcohol can cause a variety of different effects on your heart, including creating abnormalities in heart rates called arrhythmias. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, and I'll link to that and everything else I talk about in today's show. Just go to quickanddirtytips.com and look for this episode number 326. Anyways, they explain there's two different types of alcohol-induced arrhythmias: atrial fibrillation and ventricular tachycardia. Atrial fibrillation happens when the upper chambers of your heart shudder, but they're unable to fully contract, and that can cause blood to build up and clot in your upper chambers. And if those clots travel from the heart to the brain, you can have a stroke. If the clots travel to other organs, an embolism or blood vessel blockage can occur. In the meantime, ventricular tachycardia affects the lower chambers of your heart. The electrical impulses that keep blood pumping through your heart get altered so that they circle through the heart's ventricles too many times. And that causes the ventricles to contract excessively, the heart to beat too quickly, and not enough blood to fill up in the heart. Because of this, the rest of the body doesn't get supplied with enough blood, and that causes things like dizziness, lightheadedness, unconsciousness, cardiac arrest, and sometimes sudden death. And then there's your immune system. If you've ever wondered why you seem to battle more colds or other infections after you've been partying a lot, it's not necessarily because you've shared one too many drinks with someone who may have been sick. The National Institutes of Health have shown that alcohol suppresses all aspects of your immune system, including the ability of your white blood cells to effectively fight harmful bacteria, and the production and development of your body's other immune cells. Chronic drinkers are far more likely to contract diseases like pneumonia and tuberculosis, and just drinking an excessive amount on just one occasion can impair your immune system significantly. Now, drinking alcohol and excessive partying, along with lack of sleep, can also negatively impact the results that you're hoping to see from your workouts, including things like growth hormone and testosterone. In addition, when you have alcohol in your body, your metabolism makes it a priority to break down the alcohol instead of burning fats and carbs. Alcohol can also lead to breakdown of amino acids for fat storage and increased levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which also increases fat storage in the body. Besides breaking down the amino acids that should be used for muscle recovery and can also help with sleep, alcohol decreases muscle recovery and performance by decreasing sleep quality and how long you sleep, which leads to further decreases in human growth hormone production, one incredibly important hormone for building muscle, by up to 70%. And then finally, alcohol can interfere with multiple aspects of your brain function, including your behavior, mood, and communications pathways, and irritate the lining of the stomach. This can reduce the capacity to absorb nutrients and increase the frequency at which you have to urinate, resulting in dehydration, sleep disruption, and even more gut issues. Well, the good news is that by supporting your heart, your immune system, your gut, your brain, and your sleep, you can mitigate much of this damage. So in today's episode, I'm going to give you my top quick and dirty tips for the days leading into a party or a partying weekend, the actual day and the night of the partying itself, and the infamous, notoriously uncomfortable morning after. Enjoy, and remember to be responsible. All right, let's talk about the first 1 to 3 days going into or before your big partying weekend or day. You want to log as much extra sleep or naps as possible. Research has shown that this helps to mitigate the effects of sleep loss, which is a concept I discuss in a recent article that I'll link to in the show notes called The Art of Mastering the Nap. You also want to limit vegetable oils and omega-6 fat intake, and instead emphasize monounsaturated and saturated fat consumption. Now, multiple studies confirm that high omega-6 vegetable oil and polyunsaturated fat intake increases liver damage in response to ethanol and alcohol, while more stable fats like cocoa butter and coconut oil protect against this damage. So if you do eat omega-6 fatty acids, make sure they're in whole form from things like nuts and seeds and eggs. Now, the day of the party, don't skip your workout. Exercise increases your own antioxidant production activity and can also reduce liver damage from alcohol intake. You also want to eat 5 eggs or egg yolks, or down a serving of liver, or take choline supplements. Your liver processes choline much more quickly when exposed to alcohol, and metabolizing alcohol and these extra choline sources will help tremendously. Next, eat a teaspoon to a tablespoon of any or all of the following: extra virgin avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, or red palm oil about an hour before your party. The polyphenols in these oils and the vitamin E in the red palm oil can help to protect against alcohol-induced oxidative stress. And the monounsaturated and saturated fats in all 3 of these oils can help to protect your liver against alcohol-induced injuries. Next, an hour before the party, eat a light to moderate meal. The extra food will slow the absorption of alcohol, and that's important because if you expose your body to too much ethanol from alcohol too fast, the conversion of ethanol into acetaldehyde can overwhelm your own antioxidant defenses. Now, for added electrolytes and antioxidants, I recommend you salt your food with a mineral-rich sea salt and a curry-like source of spice like cumin, turmeric, or curcumin. Next, supplement with about 600 milligrams of N-acetylcysteine and 1 gram of vitamin C. I'll link to some of my favorite sources for those if you go to quickanddirtytips.com and look up the show notes for this episode number 326. Now, the former, N-acetylcysteine, is a precursor to glutathione, which is the antioxidant that metabolizes alcohol, and the latter, the vitamin C, helps N-acetylcysteine to supply glutathione. Now, take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium as well, because alcohol rapidly depletes magnesium stores. Consider eating a few squares of high cacao dark chocolate. Some fats, including cacao fat, protect against alcohol-induced liver injury, and the cocoa polyphenols increase your antioxidant capacity. But pay attention, because excess fat intake from things like cocoa and coconut oil can be inflammatory unless accompanied by fiber. Now, for extra antioxidant production, be sure to eat plenty of polyphenol-rich plants and spices, a perfect place to get that fiber, including curries, turmeric or curcumin, ginger, berries, beets, arugula, darkly colored cabbage, or anything else colorful or slightly sulfurous smelling, like garlic or broccoli or cauliflower. A way to do this with supplements is to take 1 to 2 grams of curcumin. For a liquid option of polyphenols, you can drink 1 giant cup of high-quality green tea. You should also eat collagen or drink a giant cup of bone broth. The glycine in the collagen, or the gelatin, will reduce lipid peroxidation and antioxidant depletion in the livers of ethanol-exposed rats. And in recent studies, it's been shown that vitamin C will increase absorption. Now, during the party, first, drink the best alcohol you can afford or access, and avoid any high fructose corn syrup sugars or those things notoriously found in margarita mixes and other pre-mixed cocktails and bottled beverages. I have a whole bunch of articles I've written on how to choose healthy cocktails and make healthy cocktails, including the Ultimate Guide to Healthy Cocktails, 6 Crazy Exotic Superfood Cocktails, Dark and Dirty Secrets of the Wine Industry, Why You Get a Hangover and How to Get Rid of It as Fast as Possible, and much more. I'll link to those over at quickanddirtytips.com for this show, episode number 326. Some of the top options are clear, clean vodka, organic wine, gluten-free beer, and natural fruit juices or club soda / sparkling water mixed with a high-quality, low-sugar alcohol like tequila. Now, dilute your wine with sparkling mineral water. Watering down your wine can help to improve your hydration, and if you're like me, you can have your wine, as blasphemous as this might sound, over ice with a touch of sparkling water and a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of sea salt or an electrolyte tablet. Bon appetit. And finally, drink a glass of water, ideally mineral-rich glass-bottled water with a pinch of salt or 1 effervescent electrolyte tablet for every drink that you consume. Okay, next, before bed, for alkalinity, hydration, and minerals, mixed 1 electrolyte tablet or a pinch sea salt, juice from 1 lime or lemon, 1 heaping tablespoon blackstrap molasses, and 12 ounces of water, again, preferably mineral or coconut water. Drink 30 minutes before bed to give yourself enough time to urinate so you don't need to wake up in the middle of the night to pee. You can also have another 200 milligrams of magnesium, like powdered magnesium citrate, along with the water. Take 4 capsules of activated charcoal to soak up the toxins in the alcohol, and then take 1 packet of inhibitory neurotransmitters and sleep aids like melatonin. I like some stuff called Sleep Remedy. Now, alcohol can reduce melatonin secretion, which can contribute to early awakenings, and can also interfere with GABA production, one of your body's primary inhibitory neurotransmitters. And then finally, the morning after, drink the same pre-bed drink from the night before with the magnesium and the molasses, etc. The molasses will actually help to regulate blood sugar levels, supply iron and minerals, and further assist with detox pathways. Take 4 more capsules of charcoal. Exercise or hit the sauna. Go do anything that gets you sweating, preferably in a fasted state. My top technique is a 5-minute shower as 20 seconds cold, 10 seconds hot, 10 times through. Eat a breakfast high in choline and fats like eggs with the yolk cooked in butter with avocado and turmeric or cayenne, along with a handful of polyphenol-rich blueberries. And then finally, with this entire routine, utilize light-producing biohacks like the in-ear light-producing human charger, the retimer, and other blue light-producing elements in the morning and blue light-blocking elements at night as much as possible. I have full details on how to do that in my article entitled 4 Ways to Hack Your Sleep Cycles, How to Retime Your Circadian Rhythms if you wake up too early or stay up too late, and the ultimate guide using light to biohack your circadian rhythms, sleep better, and beat jet lag forever. Now, I'll link to each of those as well over at Quick and Dirty Tips in the show notes for this episode number 326. So that's it. Remember to be responsible, and if you have more questions, comments, or feedback on how to stay fit when partying, then join the conversation over at facebook.com/getfitguy. And until next time, I'm Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.